Hi, tea buddies, tea babies, tea enthusiasts, tea nerds, and for those of you tea newcomers, maybe we have some tea newbies who are just starting their tea adventure in life. I am doing a review today on a wonderful little ditty of a tea called Banana Bread Coffee Pour. And let's talk about, let's start with what is a pour. So pour. Some people pronounce it different ways. I always thought it was pronounced puer, but I've heard so many different things. So you just kind of, it's hard to say what exactly the right way is because I've heard so many different tea experts pronouncing it in different ways. Um, I looked up an article about puer on Healthline, and it says it's a unique type of fermented tea, which we know, traditionally made in the Yunnan province of China, and it's made from the leaves of a tree known as the wild old tree, which grows in the region. So, it's often sold in cakes. If you've ever seen like those compressed little tea cakes, um, that's a very typical way to enjoy puers in those little tea cakes or balls. And today's tea is a blend. This is banana bread coffee pour, and it is from a lovely little company out in I think it's the pretty far out west, Old Barrel Tea Company. I don't know if it's in Utah or New Mexico, but it is puer tea, red rooibos, banana, Durango coffee, ground and whole bean coffee beans, calendula petals, cinnamon bark, natural flavors. Um, it smells very good. You've got a lot going on there. It almost has like a light floral component going on, which personally I like very much. So this is the dry tea, what it looks like. Obviously, you can see a lot of the puer in there. You can see the coffee beans, and you can see those little bits of cinnamon bark, the calendula petals. I'm going to steep this for a few minutes, and we will be right back. So let's talk about some of the things I found about puer while I decided to look up a few things while I was steeping. So here's our tea steeping. We've got a few minutes left. So it says here, animal test tube studies have shown that puer tea may help synthesize fewer new fats while burning more stored body fat, which can lead to weight loss. Also, puer is fermented, so it can introduce healthy probiotics or beneficial gut bacteria into your body. So there's a huge trend in an uptick in the consumption of fermented foods. So a lot of people are crazy about sauerkraut and kimchi and pickles and chickles and puer tea, kombucha, all of those things. It's a major trend in food right now. Food and beverage, I should say. And of course, health. But another interesting thing I found out about puer is, let's see, where is this? Why tea nerds obsess over puer tea? We're not tea nerds, of course not. Um, Puer ages more dynamically than any tea out there. Here's a primer on different types of this fascinating tea, as well as brewing and sourcing tips. Um, so usually I brew my puer at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but I know there are tea nerds out there that could tell me like that. Um, in the war on rot aging food, it is a tactical retreat. We can't beat nature at its own game, so we join it and let the microbes have their way with meat or cheese in the hopes of developing deeper, more complex flavors than the fresh versions can offer. Isn't that the truth? I guess maybe humans are just really bored and looking. No, but I do love pu'er tea, and I think it's one of my favorite tea types in the winter because it's got that really great deep flavor profile. It pairs really well when you blend pu'er teas with anything really rich in flavor, like chocolates, or in this case, banana. Oftentimes when you put flavors like banana or chocolate or hazelnut or anything really nutty, cashew, those kinds of things, when you add that to a blend, the tea base can often get lost in the flavor. And you guys know me, I want to taste the tea base. I want to know what type of tea I'm drinking. I don't want it to be lost in the added flavors or in the blend. So I really want to be able to taste the black tea, the rooibos, the green tea, the white tea, if I'm drinking a blend. And in this case, that's why I love the banana bread coffee pu'er, because it's such a well balanced tea. You can taste all the flavors. You can taste the pu'er, you can taste the banana, you can taste the coffee. And the most important note in here is obviously the tea itself, and that really comes through and shines. If anything, the other flavors just sort of enhance all of the others. So this is a really nice one. Let's give it a try. Mmm. Wow. The cinnamon is really shining in this cup for some reason, and it might just be the ratio of tea that I used, uh, tea to water, and steep time. I usually steep my pu'ers between 3 and 4 minutes. Sometimes if it's something that I really want to get the flavors in, like the pu'er from David's Tea, the s'mores chai. That one, I let that one steep for like 4.5 minutes because it's got all those beautiful flavors going on. The graham cracker bit and the little tiny mini marshmallows in there, they kind of melt in and sweeten the cup. Such a nice tea. But this is so delicious. It's very comforting. Mmm. This is a great fall cup, but it's also a really nice cup to have in the spring. Pu'er does have moderate caffeine, so you are gonna get a little pick me up if you have this in the morning or in the afternoon to get you through the rest of your day. Um, I really enjoy this tea. I'm going to go ahead and rate this tea 10 out of 10 tea bags. I have absolutely no complaints. Every time I taste this tea, I get a different kind of flavor, a different cup. Maybe it's just the mood that I'm in, but I never enjoy it any less. Whenever I reach for this one, I always love it. And when I drink through this tin of tea, I will absolutely be ordering another one. I really like Old Barrel Tea Company's teas, and I love that they have all these different blends that they make and they sell. If it weren't for Stacy from Is the Tea Brews, she has a wonderful YouTube tea channel, and she has some really great YouTube shorts on teas that she pairs with food, like breakfast or lunches or whatever. And if you haven't seen her and you're a tea person, check her out. It's called As the Tea Brews. But she's the one that introduced me to Old Barrel Tea Company. If it weren't for her, I never would have found out about it. And some of my favorite teas in my whole collection are from this company. So I'm going to add the link to Old Barrel in my description. So if you want to check them out, feel free. They have some really beautiful honeys as well. I think I purchased my vanilla bean honey from them. It's a really great honey if you enjoy adding some honey to your teas or your iced teas. It's wonderful in both. So I would say the star of this cup is really everything. I can't pick out one or the other. You can taste the pu'er base. It's a little tiny bit smoky, but not in the sense of like, oh, excuse you. He's apparently not a fan. The Lapsang Souchong type of smoky, not at all. It's got a very mild smokiness, but it's really good. You can taste the banana. You can taste that cinnamon. Just that beautiful medley of flavors going on with pu'er really shining through. If you like pu'ers, if you like that kind of depth, earthiness, that warmth, this is definitely a tea I would suggest you try. And Old Barrel Tea Company also has some like sample boxes you can get. I think they're seasonal, so there's like one for the fall, one for the winter, one for the summer. Definitely give those a try too. And if you're new to the tea experience, I would say get some small sample packages. That way you can try a whole bunch of teas without committing. That would be my greatest piece of advice for tea newcomers out there. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And I would love to know what you are drinking, what you are enjoying these days. If you're trying to drink down your collection, if you're building it up, let me know what your tea thoughts are. And I will see you for the next cup of tea. Have a great day.